remember being like maybe 4 or 5 years old and just like seeing kids on TV with McDonald's and shit, being like, man, like we ever going to go to McDonald's? You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Me too.
I remember this one specific time when my uncle, he came by, and I used to always be at my grandma's house. My mom had me at a young age, so she was still living her party days, going to the club, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I remember him coming over, and there was nothing in the refrigerator. Nothing. Like, we probably had some syrup and some bread. We used to eat syrup sandwiches all the time and shit. There was nothing in there at all. And I remember him bringing us Long John Silver. That was my first time ever eating it. I was like, man, this shit good.
It was so good. I know. I've had those moments too.
Right.
Eating out was definitely like a special occasion growing up.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
You made honor roll all year? All right, it's the end of the year. We'll go to Ryan's.
Right. That was the big deal. Or a birthday, you like, ooh, like I'm for to tear some shit up and I'm taking some shit off.
Yep.
Man, I got a homie, and he probably gonna be mad I said this because he knows exactly who I'm talking to if he's listening. I'm gonna have him on here too. But yo, it's funny, but it's not. His family used to go to Ponderosa with trash bags.
Oh, man.
Man, it's funny, but it's messed up. They used to go.
They had their own little doggy bags.
Man, they used to go with little black trash bags and like take the whole big bowls of chicken and dump them in there and walk out. Fam. I was like,
nobody ever said anything to him?
No, I never seen anybody say. I mean, they was being sneaky about it, but
of course,
I was just like, what? But hey, when you starving like that, like
you gotta do what you gotta do.
There's people that rob, steal, kill, all of that just to eat. So getting a bucket of chicken that y'all gonna refill again at Ponderosa ain't that bad
at all. I feel like at least they're, and me working in retail, I'm probably biased, but at least they're stealing to fulfill a basic need.
Right.
Like, I have people coming in my store that will steal a bracelet. Why are you stealing a bracelet? You don't need it. It's not a necessity.
Right.
Or they'll rip sensors out of a bunch of clearance shirts. Okay, if you need quotes, tell me. Like, and most people don't know, but there's a way to donate stuff to people in need when you work in retail. Like, I donate stuff to my church all the time when we have it too long and it zeroes out of the system.
Right.
Like, I literally probably have clothes in the back room that you can just have. You don't have to steal from me. But at least they were stealing because they had to eat.
Man, I'm going to tell you. I was never like how do I say it? I was never like a thieving person. I mean, but there was a time when I was in high school, like, well, probably not high school, like junior high, where I used to steal shit. And I wasn't like stealing from people I knew. To me, growing up is weird, but growing up it was like, you're only a thief when you steal from people that you know. And that sounds crazy as hell.
I've heard that before.
But if you stealing from people that, like, you don't know, you don't give a shit about, then it's just survival of the fittest. And that sounds crazy as hell.
It does, but I've heard that.
I remember being young as hell. And this is when I first started driving. I started driving early, way before I could. When I was old enough to drive. I might have been 13, 14 or whatever. And I didn't have no job. I didn't have any money. And, I need some gas, you know what I'm saying? So I would patrol little neighborhoods where the rich people live at and take their gas can and put it in the car. Yo, looking back on it now, man, I used to be tripping. Man, me and my homie,
definitely.
We ended up with like 15 gas cans, something like that.
Was there gas actually in them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we got about maybe a half a tank. Oh my God.
That's funny.
It's so messed up. It's so wrong.
It is,
and I
but it's
apologize. I
funny.
feel so bad. If I remember,
But you were a kid. That doesn't excuse it, but kids just do dumb stuff.
Right. If I remember who I got them from, I would go take them all their money. I feel terrible. But at the time, I was like, I need some gas.
They rich.
G.
They not gonna miss it.
Right. They ain't
Yeah,
miss this
I
little
get it.
$5 just in here or whatever. Then I got older and I tried to buy a gas can. I'm like, damn, they high. They like $20.
Yeah, they are.
I wasn't thinking, man. I wasn't thinking at all. That's why I used to do stuff like that, like steal that type of stuff, or let's say I wanted a new pair of shoes or something. Then I'm not gonna steal the shoes, but I might steal your CD player and then
go sell it.
And get some shoes. Oh man! But this didn't go on forever. This was like a 1-year thing or whatever that we was doing that.
I think a lot of kids have that phase. A lot of kids in the struggle have that phase. It's like, I want it. Nobody's looking. Let me take it. Because I've done that before too. But my mama made me go back to the store and apologize one too many times, and I stopped. And never stole again.
I never really stole from like big stores. I do remember stealing fireworks though. Mm-hmm. Stole fireworks as a little kid. It's like, I remember I got caught too. I was so scared.
I'm sure.
But yeah, you go through a lot of things growing up. And to me, conversations like this are important because you never really know where somebody's start line was.
Right.
Some people start halfway to the finish line. Some people start a quarter of the way. Some people start behind the start line. You know what I'm saying? They have a delay before they can even start. So,
right.
Like I said, I'm not trying to shit on nobody or nothing, but like growing up, I used to have like nice shoes, like the Jordans or something like that. A lot of people didn't realize like I had to hustle for those, or whether it's selling yo-yos or cutting grass or something like that, or my parents just made sure I looked nice. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. We was still eating syrup sandwiches. We still was in a house full of roaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was still real issues. Lights getting cut off and candles being lit. Right. It still was getting heated up by the damn oven.
Yeah. So, oh, God. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real, man. And people on the outside looking in, they might assume that something might be different. But trust me, I know struggle. Straight up.
Right. We never had a whole lot of name brands growing up, but my mom did always make sure we had nice stuff. And if she couldn't do it, my aunt that I actually lived with in Mississippi, she was also my godmama, our godparent or whatever. But when my mama couldn't do, she did, because my uncle's a doctor. So she would get our winter coats and she would buy our clothes and shoes for school, and they would be name brand when she got them. Right. But we might have on a whole Walmart outfit, but we were eating good.
Right. That was, man, I remember being a kid and just being so, I wasn't envious. Well, I wasn't jealous. I was envious. I used to be like, man, like, why my mama don't do that for me? Like, why? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I saw a lot of money growing up from different people that was around, but I didn't have that personally. Right. I grew up with a single mom, and my biological father, who just passed last year, he was on child support, and all of this stuff was going on, and I was just really like, I look at my cousin and be like, man, I would kill to have a Sega Genesis. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, I love coming over your house just to play this. Mm-hmm. And I seen him one day throw a Sega Genesis into the wall because he was mad at his dad. And I was like, that's all my dreams. You just threw it into the wall, yeah. And you don't even care. And just like a month later, his parents bought him another one.
I couldn't even imagine.
Meanwhile, I'm like, what the fuck? I want one of them so bad. Mm-hmm. Now, what's funny about that is probably, I think a few years later, the PlayStation came out.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time the PlayStation came out, everybody was over Sega or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday roll around, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get a PlayStation. Because I asked Mama for it 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be the one with the new system. She bought me a damn Sega.
Shattered your whole little world, didn't
Right.
it?
I mean, I wasn't mad, but I was just like, oh,
yeah.
dang. Like, I
there
really
was a little
wanted,
bit of letdown there.
I really wanted the PlayStation. But this the crazy part. She bought me the Sega, and it had like 30 games with it.
Mm-hmm.
She got it from a yard sale.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, all my friends who had PlayStations, they had like 1 or 2 games, so they would come to my house and play Sega.
It'd be like that.
All the time. Like, I have a house like 10 kids in there just playing Sega. I thought that was the craziest thing ever. Man. I remember it was kind of like that with Nintendo. Everybody had a Sega. I had a Nintendo, but I had all the games. I remember my cousin Chris Sparks came and just played with me all day one day, just playing Guerrilla Warfare, Duck Hunt, all that. Like, but everybody had Segas.
I don't think we ever had a Sega. We had a Super Nintendo, and I had like at least 25 games for it. And then I just remember getting a PlayStation and then a Wii. And I remember getting a PlayStation 2. I actually still have it. I watch movies on it sometimes. Right. But I remember my Super Nintendo, though, because one time I let my younger cousins borrow it. And my aunt, God bless her soul, I'm pretty sure she's going to watch this, but she pawned it for some money. So I was mad at her for a long time. I was like, I gave that to your kids so they could play it, not so you could pawn it. Like, I would still have it right now.
Right.
But my husband actually went and brought me the new little Super Nintendo that they have with, like, the games that come on it. You don't know about that?
Man, I'm so
they
far
got them
removed from games.
They got them at Walmart and I think Target. But it comes loaded with, like, 10 or 12 games. It's got, like, Super Mario and Donkey Kong and Mega Man. So yeah,
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm so far removed from games. It ain't even funny. Like, man, I was having a conversation with this guy the other day, and he's like a super gamer and shit. And he brought up, what's the game? Fortnite. I'm like, I don't know anything about that. You don't know anything about Fortnite? I'm like, no clue, bro. I don't play games.
I've heard of it on social media, but I have no idea what it is.
Me too. I have no idea what it is. I don't know anything about it. I honestly stopped playing games at around Xbox 360. Matter of fact, my only Xbox 360 is over there in the corner. It's been sitting in that corner for like a year and a half. I have no idea.
I play simple stuff. Like, since he got that Nintendo, I play it. Even with, he's got a PS4, and he found like Crash Bandicoot for me, and I play like the older stuff.
Me too.
But I don't play.
Games was fun.
I don't play all that new stuff. I can't. I'll be lost.
Right. To me, that's when games were fun, though.
Yeah.
Man, as soon as they started having all these point of view shooting games, I was like, every game is the same. I don't want to play this shit.
Yeah, no.
And then every sport game that come out year after year is the same. But it's funny because back to my childhood, when everybody had PlayStations, my mom, she finally bought me a Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast. And I'm like, oh, now I got the new system. You know what I'm saying? They had NBA 2K on it and all that. And I was like, yes, I'm finally that dude or whatever. Literally, a couple months after I got it, PlayStation 2s hit. Boom. And shut the world down. And everybody got PlayStation 2s and just looking over Dreamcast. I was like, I can't win.
Yeah.
I can't win, man. And I was just like, dang, man, I just couldn't win. So by the time like Xboxes Xbox 360s and all that other stuff started coming out, I was just like, I'm done. Only reason why I have an Xbox 360 is because I bought a couple of them and I had a giveaway on YouTube, and I just kept one. Other than that, I just I'm not a gamer.